Welcome to Universe Beyond. I am the guide for this infinite journey. Tonight, we delve into the unseen stories woven into the very fabric of time and space. For centuries we have treated the sky as a transparent archive, a faithful ledger recording every event in neat, diminishing light. We believe that light, arriving across eons, handed us an honest portrait of the cosmos. We were wrong in ways subtle and profound. Our instruments are exquisite but partial, tuned to only a narrow chorus of physical messengers. Photons sing with clarity, yet they are shaped by every medium they traverse, warped by gas, dust, and gravity. Neutrinos pass through matter like whispers through a cathedral wall, almost invisible yet carrying secrets of the densest of collapses. Gravitational waves arrive as ripples in spacetime, faint signatures that speak of collisions and cataclysms beyond light's telling. What we see is always mediated by what can reach us and by how we choose to look. Selection effects masquerade as cosmic truth, shaping narratives until a pattern seems inevitable rather than incidental. The universe we reconstruct is therefore a stitched tapestry, frayed at the edges and patched with models born of our instruments. Light that left a galaxy 10 billion years ago carries the fingerprint of its youth, not of its present being. Redshift stretches every feature, and intervening matter alters color and intensity, so distance becomes a filter as much as a measure. Behind every observation lies a history of interaction, absorption, and re-emission that quietly rewrites the original message. There are horizons beyond which no signal can ever return to us, not because nothing exists, but because causality and expansion have drawn an invisible line across space. This cosmic horizon turns the universe into an island, where the geography we map is only the part that light and gravity have consented to reveal. Cosmic variance reminds us that our corner of the sky is one statistical roll among many, and chance can make patterns grand or trivial. We extrapolate universals from a single vantage point, and the risk of poetic overreach is ever present. Dark matter and dark energy are names for discrepancies between expectation and observation, not descriptions of substance we truly comprehend. They are placeholders, signposts pointing to the limits of current paradigms rather than illuminated explanations. Consider the cosmic microwave background, a fossil glow whispering of an infant universe. Its uniformity and subtle fluctuations are treasures and also riddles, interpreted through statistical lenses that themselves carry assumptions. Instrumental biases live quietly in calibration curves and detection thresholds, coloring the catalog of known phenomena. We detect what our detectors are designed to detect, and design choices cast long shadows over inference. The universe is not obliged to present itself in human-friendly wavelengths or neat theoretical categories. Spectra we can measure are only verses in a far longer poem, many lines of which remain unwritten for us to read. Observers matter in more than the trivial sense, they define the questions that instruments will answer and the narratives that data will support. The anthropic lens colors cosmology with the preferences of the life that asks the questions. There are phenomena that betray themselves only through absence, through shadows left in the wake of something invisible. Silence in a band of frequencies can be as revealing as a flare of radiation, if we learn to listen to lack as a signal. Our theoretical frameworks are both lamp and cage, illuminating probable paths while closing off others with unseen bars. When anomalies appear, they are sometimes welcomed as doors to new understanding, and sometimes treated as stains to be scrubbed from the model. Cosmic censorship suggests that the universe hides naked singularities behind horizons, preserving a certain decorum to physical law. But perhaps the universe hides more than singularities, perhaps it conceals entire realms of complexity that our causal reach cannot penetrate. What if there are sectors of reality that communicate in messengers we have not yet honored with detectors or mathematics? What cosmos might lie in signals we are unable to recognize as signals at all? To accept our observational limits is not to surrender curiosity but to sharpen it, to craft questions mindful of the lenses and blind spots that shape every answer. We must design instruments that probe new messengers and cultivate theories that welcome surprise rather than demand conformity. Science advances by iteratively revealing the contours of what was once invisible, but every revelation also uncovers new margins of darkness. The history of astronomy is a history of generous unknowing, of patterns recognized and then reframed by newer, stranger data. Listen to the quiet, cosmic rays, neutrinos, gravitational whispers, and the statistical murmur of distant galaxies all tell fragments of the same story. Only by weaving these fragments together, and by acknowledging the threads we cannot see, can we hope to approach a more honest cosmology. Will our descendants, armed with detectors we cannot yet imagine, overturn the certainties we hold so dearly today? Or will they discover that some mysteries are not failures of technique but fundamental features of a cosmos that gently resists complete comprehension? We end where we began, humbled by the realization that our map is not the territory and that the observable is a conversation between reality and limitation. To peer further into the dark is to accept that ignorance is not a deficit but an invitation to refine our instruments, our mathematics, and our imagination. Thank you for watching Universe Beyond. Please subscribe to our channel and give us a like.